Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel, to another week of videos, and to more Jeff. Jeff, you were killing it last week. The comments were loving on you. Today is actually me and Jeff's date-aversary, meet-aversary, Bumble-versary. Jeff and I met on Bumble and we went on our first date 4 years ago. How are we gonna celebrate? I'm gonna go on a date with my girlfriend tonight and Jeff's gonna go to the gym. Merry life.
We just celebrated a very expensive celebration.
What I love about you, Jeff, many things, but we kind of just do things our own way, including avoiding really doing anything for Valentine's Day because Valentine's Day, oh, you know what?
No. I had reservations for a very special brunch, a delightful brunch, an expensive brunch. And then you told me for Valentine's Day, what did you want? For me to cancel them.
Okay, well actually today when you guys are watching this, if you're watching it when it uploads, it is Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day. And also, you know, if you're having like a bad day and you're feeling bad about yourself, like don't stress, okay? It's just a day.
Happy Valentine's indeed, but I do not approve the narrative that we didn't do anything.
No, okay,
it was
first
canceled
of all,
because you wanted it.
It was going to be for yesterday, which was the day before Valentine's Day, and we have a birthday party to attend, and also it's the Super Bowl, and my dad wanted us to watch with him, which is really quite kind, so I just didn't want to rush. So you know what? We are gonna do something. We're gonna go out to that brunch when I say so, and I'm gonna order everything expensive on the menu.
Yeah, I'm really super excited that we're passing on a delicious Crossroads vegan, like gooey brunch for a 1-year-old's birthday party.
She's 3 and she's my god baby, and we have no choice. We have to go. I keep getting higher and higher. Won't you take me higher? I think I just am really like drawn to this light because I look really good in it. How about you, Jeff? Put your face up to the light.
I'm busy.
Oh, you guys, Courtney has this like sty in her eye. Or it's like a little cherry bump in her
That's
eye.
what the internet wants to see.
Well, you know what?
We're gonna help. We're taking care of it.
I know, we're gonna keep an eye on it. No pun intended. Ha! Another thing is, we finally did most of our thank you notes. It's taken us so long to achieve this. Our hands are hurting. Don't have a wedding because writing thank you notes is really tumultuous. Tumultuous? Treacherous. It sucks. I'm grateful, like don't get me wrong, I love giving thanks, but actually handwriting things is hard.
Yeah, my hand cramps up after one note because we've all lapsed our ability to handwrite.
It's true, that is true.
Like I was telling you, by the end of the notes, I'm saying such ridiculous shit to people because I've run out of ways to say thank you that I'm like, you are a bright light illuminating the dark sky. Like I told my across the street neighbor who sent us like 50 bucks, like growing up neighbor, that like you are the kindness that you've displayed, like it destroys all previous kindness in the universe. It's just, thank you everybody, thank you. That should be enough. The note should be enough. You should just be able to send the thank you note. You shouldn't have to write additional thank yous within the thank you note because the thank you note itself is the thank you.
You know what? I was talking to a friend of mine who I've befriended. She's a fellow plant lover on Instagram, and she also had a wedding around the same time. She's like, yeah, we just kind of like did generic like thank yous.
It should just be the note says thank you.
So smart.
And the postage in the note is enough. I shouldn't have to sit there and be like, for decades, you have treated me and my family with kindness.
We
like,
did write like,
in the afterlife.
Huge like monologues. We did. Anyways, I'm looking at the clock now. I have another meeting or Zoom. Just trying my best here. Hence the new look. I'm decided if I wear a different outfit, maybe this will sell the show. This will do it. Do I look cool or do I look like a preschool teacher? Not to say aren't cool. My best friend is a preschool teacher and she's the coolest gal I know. Or do I just look like an 80s reject? What a time to be alive. Well, my friends, technology is a bitch. The whole thing was great, but then afterwards, one of my partners that I'm working with was like, the slideshow like didn't work. We have like this huge slideshow that goes with our presentation that I run, that like, I did it all on Canva, not sponsored, would love to be. I'm like the biggest fan of Canva. I think it's fantastic, except in this situation. For some reason, I could see all the slides changing and going with like our presentation. You know, we have like an episode idea, and so like a new picture pops gossip, but apparently they saw nothing, so. She's killing the game. She's killing the game. Oh, girl, you're killing the game. Literally killing the game. I'm just trying not to stress as much. Like, you know what I mean? What can you do? Thank you for spending your Valentine Day with me. Valentine's, not Valentine. Valentine. I really miss being in school when you would hand out your little like Valentine's cards. I loved that. That was like my favorite thing ever. I was always hoping that Drew Sherman would put one into mine because he was my favorite. Well, Blake was my favorite. It alternated between Blake and Drew. And then one time we were gonna go to Disneyland on like a field trip, and we all needed like partners or something. We needed to request a partner, but I think it needed to be a boy-girl partner. And now that I'm thinking about it, like why? Memories kind of are all like jumbled in my head, but this was literally like 4th grade. But I remember Drew put me down, and I was like so excited that Drew wanted to be my partner. And then I remember like overhearing him talk about like comparing all the girls in our grade, and there was a really small class. I think there was like literally only 15 or 19 of us. I went to a really small school, and Drew was like comparing us all, and he chose me because I had a pretty face, but he emphasized the fact that it was a pretty face and the rest of my body was just a chubby mess. Needless to say, I miss school Valentine's days. Well, that's kind of a cute hipster angle. I like vowed that I would stop doing afternoon coffees just so I would sleep better and so that my body was a little bit more like stable. Because obviously coffee like jumps your adrenals and blah, blah, blah. But, you know, maybe next week. Baby steps. I finally got my t-shirt from Etsy. If you guys saw a couple weeks ago, I did a video. Was it a couple weeks ago? Time, you know what I mean? Time's confusing. I like it all mushes together. Anyways, I did a video where I had a dear friend of mine who is a stylist like pick out outfits and send links to items for me in hopes of me sort of, you know, establishing my style. I'm on a journey. Anyways, there was a link to a shirt on Etsy that so many of you like had positive reactions to, as did I. So I ordered it and it just came. I felt like it took so long to get here. And in that same vein, I was thinking the other day, I was like, where are my ASOS dresses? She gave me some links to some really great dresses on ASOS that were like all on sale and had petite options. And I was so excited about them. And so I like finally went through my account on ASOS. I was like, what the heck? It's been so long. Usually that stuff comes really fast. And apparently there was a problem with my order. And so my order never went through, but I either didn't receive information about that, or I pulled a Lisa, which I wouldn't be surprised, and like saw it in my email box and like didn't open it and deleted it and thought it was spam or thought it was an ad. Anyways, needless to say, I never ordered any of those dresses, so I need to go back and do that. But we have to open this Etsy shirt. Here she is. Oh, cute. Yeah, good day, sunshine. I mean, okay. This was relatively inexpensive, and I would say the quality reflects that. Like the t-shirt, but that's all right. I mean, it's just a t-shirt. I've been wearing some old crappy t-shirts for years, and I kind of love that. But I will say, like, I don't know about you guys, but like a regular t-shirt like this, like not a V-neck, just like a regular straight t-shirt, often doesn't work for me. Like it's too long or it's too tight or I don't know. So let's try this on. Okay, hold up. This is actually far better than I expected. Sorry for my initial shitting on it. I'm not wearing the right bra. I'm wearing a bandeau, which kind of changes the shape. However, I really like the way this falls on me. It's perfect. A lot of times these things are too tight and so it like bunches weird or falls weird, but this is actually delightful. I'm looking forward to styling this, and I'll wash it and let you guys kind of know how it holds up, because this site on Etsy, and I'll leave the link below, she has so many affordable and fun prints and shirts. So if this in fact is as great as I think it is once I style it and all that stuff, heck yeah, I'm going back for more. The only thing, again, I would say is that it took so long to get here, but I mean, if you just know that going in, then yeehaw! So, like I had mentioned before, I'm gonna be going out for like an early dinner outside somewhere with my girlfriend, and I can't remember the last time just the two of us went out together. We usually do things in groups or with our partners, so this should be just really nice. I feel like there's nothing like a best gal pal to really like turn your day around, warm your heart up, and like invigorate you to move forward. And I feel like we're both like craving that. So I want to put together a cute outfit because girl, now I have all these great clothes and pieces in my wardrobe and I'm building that I might as well take the time to finally put an outfit on since I really actually have somewhere to go. So giddy up, let's see what I can put together. I mean, it's a little on the nose, you know what I mean? But I kind of love it. Also, like, who cares? Like, this is me. Like, this is the essence of me, even if it kind of looks like a costume, you know? Rocking my new clogs, working on how to do a proper tuck so it doesn't get too bunchy, but yeah, here she is in all her 60s and 70s glory. Rock on. Okay, so technically, since you were my Valentine, I mean, I forgot to ask you, but will you be? I didn't want to lie to you. I changed my outfit. I'm just going for this simple crop look. I just think it like flows a little bit better. I'm gonna wash that shirt first and foremost, see if it'll shrink up a little bit in length, and then reevaluate the situation. I do have a fashion question for you fashionistas out there. Can I mix black and brown? We're like done with the you can't do that, right? Because leopard print technically is black and brown. And I was gonna wear my leopard Birks with these and rock a brown bag. Can I do that? Should have put the shoes on for the full effect, but I'm also bringing a brown sweater with me. Yes, I think I can, right? Why not? Go nuts? Who cares? Yeah, fashion. My friend is stuck in traffic, very LA, so I figured I would just hang out with you guys for a little bit, my Valentines. All of a sudden my chest is bothering me. I know what it is, okay? I'm okay. It's nothing major. It's definitely a combination of doing a few too many push-ups and also gas. Which is like so confusing because in some ways it's the oldest lady thing to say, in other ways it's a very young, hip, fit thing to say. But speaking of old ladies, does anyone bring their own stuff to restaurants? I think that's the most like, for me, it reminds me of all my Jewish grandparents, like Jewish grandmas, like bringing stuff, like bringing their own dressing. Like I feel like that's such like an old lady thing to do, but we're going to sushi and I am very much allergic to soy and gluten, and so I can't do like gluten-free soy sauce. This is so boring, but whatever. I'm bringing, these are really good. They're coconut aminos, so everything's made out of coconut. There's no soy or gluten in here, and so I can at least like have something, but I'm embarrassed, and so I will quickly like hide it and put it in my plate like as fast as humanly possible. But I'm sharing it with you guys because there's no embarrassment when it comes to hanging out with you guys. You know, earlier I was talking about like Valentine's Day in elementary school and that whole story with Drew saying I had a pretty face. So I was trying to think of other like Valentine's Day horror stories or like experiences that like stuck with me. And I'm actually having trouble pulling too many of them. But I do remember there was a boy, this was in like, I think I was in high school. Actually, I think I was in like 7th grade. And there was a boy that I really liked. And he asked me to be his Valentine. And I was like not the girl in high school that had like boys liking her. Like I was part of like the cool girl crowd, but I was like the like friendly friend. Like the, you know, like I was like the friend. You know what I mean? And I was the weirdo that like, while they were all doing sports or whatever, I was like in drama. Anyways, but Danny asked me out for Valentine's Day and I remember being so excited and he brought me flowers and it was like a big deal. And then like literally like 2 days later, he turned on me and he called me fat and like in front of a bunch of guys and like that was it. It went from hot to cold, cold to hot, hot it went from fun to not fun very fast, as most 7th grade relationships do. I also slapped him once at a party. I was pretty proud of that. I'm not endorsing any sort of violence, but I was proud of myself that day. The rest of Valentine's Day have been pretty status quo. My favorite ones, no offense to my husband, who I love so very, very much. Some of my favorite ones actually were just Galentine's Day, which is such a cheesy like name, but actually I love it. I like the whole idea behind it. It doesn't even need to be like only females, but I just like friends. It's like Friendsgiving, Friends-time Day, Friends-time Day, Dude, so another unit in our like community here is for sale. Probably by the time you guys see this, it will have already sold because these things just like go like hotcakes. But so many people have been coming in and out, and I have like this big window that people could like walk by. And I forget because it's so quiet here normally, and literally no one ever walks by. And so I have the window open, and I often am either A, dancing around like a crazy person, B, not wearing pants, or C, making out with the dog maybe a little bit too much. At least for like a non-dog person to see, you know what I mean? So I need to be a little bit more aware, but maybe I made someone's day or traumatized them. Anyhow, oh, I just got a text from a friend. All my friends like to send me pictures of their homes and ask me questions about like rearranging things. I'm looking at like where to put the plant, where to put the light, or what kind of rug should I get. And so I'm just continuing to spend other people's money, which is truly a dream come true. So I'm going to get to this. I had the intention of going to Target. If you guys saw on Friday, I had a Target haul, and I have a few things that I actually do want to return. So maybe tomorrow, but definitely this week, I'll take you guys on that adventure. Someone asked if I would actually bring the camera into Target. I will try. Like you guys know, I am like terrible or horrified to film in public. Mostly if it's just like me. Like if Jeff's there, he's not embarrassed about anything, and that's why I love him. I feel like that's why we're a good duo. So he'll film everything. So maybe I'll bring him to Target with me. Ooh, what a romantic date. But if I don't bring you in, I certainly will keep an eye and maybe even take some pictures of some items, and or I realized in Friday's video, I should have like popped up some pictures of things that I had seen there to share with you guys if you're interested in that. Also, everyone's talking about Walmart. Don't have a lot of information on Walmart. There's not really one near me. I also never heard like the best things about like their practices in terms of like manufacturing, but maybe that's changed, and also maybe that's also what Target is, and I just have a skewed opinion. Like I'm not educated on this subject to even really be speaking on it. I always just had this preconceived notion, which we should not always have. We can't just read the headlines. We must do the research ourselves, is a lesson for all of us. But apparently Walmart's fashion is popping, so I'm gonna do some research on that. I like offering a more accessible price point and size inclusive haul to my repertoire, and also obviously thrifting. I just haven't really had it in me to thrift in person. And I've said this recently, but I've noticed ThredUp's prices are going up. So let me know if there's any other online thrifting options that you enjoy. Always looking for a good one. I know there's Depop and Poshmark, but those are like individual sellers, and there's just something about it I'm not loving. I like the fact with ThredUp that you can like return stuff. Anyways, I'm rambling, as one does. Who knows? You know, Mondays are always a crapshoot here on this channel. I feel like it's just a spew, but a loving spew. Ew. Oh my God. Ooh. How's that for a traumatic Valentine's Day? I love you guys. Just remember, today is just a day. It's really just a day that Hallmark has been pushing on us for a long time, that we feel like we need to succumb to, and we need to wrap our emotions around. Don't let it take you down. You are fantastic. You are powerful, and there's so much strength within you, regardless of what your relationship status is. Just remember that. And thanks for spending a little bit of your day with me today. I love you guys, and see you tomorrow.